This new blood sport is shocking the internet. No refs, no rules, and no mercy. Just violence in its purest form.
Jebana kurwa! Palce wokół, ty kurwa kondonie!
Because the King of the Streets Fight Club makes sure everyone goes back home with a scar they'll never forget. Like the recent fight between 23-year-old Lucas Suntgen and the 37-year-old Mamba, which really put the club on the map. Except it left Mamba with some serious injuries. What you just saw would have never happened in an organized MMA fight, because the refs would have stepped in ages ago. But in the King of the Streets, the only person you can turn to is God himself. And this recent fight was even crazier than it seems, because the two men were straight up fighting like gladiators, with only one rule: kill or be killed. In fact, they went for 2 whole rounds, and in each of them, Mamba was left bloody, bruised, and beaten after he got pulled to the ground and slammed against the dirt like he was nothing. The craziest part is that the punches were so insanely brutal that some commenters think that he might even have some brain damage after taking so many of them. Although it gets worse, because the fights can get even more chaotic than this, because they'll organize them anywhere, even a basketball court made of concrete, which was left covered in blood after they were done. Some fights get so violent that this one guy almost lost his whole eye. And a lot of people just can't stomach the raw fights, which is why they're straight up asking the authorities to step in and stop the whole thing. Because some haters think that this is just normalizing violence and giving bad men a platform to seriously hurt someone and get away with it.
What I tend to struggle with on a personal level is when it crosses the line towards potentially life-ending techniques.
But on the other hand, everyone who's part of the King of the Streets Fight Club knows exactly what they're getting into, because they make it absolutely clear that there are no rules.
To jest prawdziwa, realna walka, nie jakieś tam kurwa z sędziami, innymi chujami kurwa, którzy ci będą stali nad głową i ci mówili, kiedy może gościa skończyć, a kiedy nie.
Which is exactly why critics think this whole thing has attracted one of the most toxic sporting fan bases of all time. But let's be real, this is the only way for people to see unfiltered street-style fights, with no weight classes or specific fighting styles. But it's easy to see the internet's pretty divided on the whole thing, with some even being surprised how nobody's died from the fights yet, or at least had a career-ending or life-changing injury. But what do you think? Is the King of the Streets Fight Club bringing back real hand-to-hand combat, or are they just glorifying violence? Welcome to Fun for Days. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment your thoughts about the video below, and I'll see you in the next video.